Hold on to your hats, folks, because the trade winds are picking up, and they're carrying a familiar scent, the pungent aroma of tariffs. The global trade landscape is once again being reshaped, and the epicenter of this seismic shift is none other than Asia. The region, known for its bustling ports and manufacturing hubs, is bracing for impact as new economic policies take center stage. President Trump, never one to shy away from a trade tussle, has once again thrown down the gauntlet, this time with a fresh round of tariff threats aimed squarely at Asia. His administration's aggressive stance on trade has been a hallmark of his tenure, and this latest move is no exception. The implications of these tariffs are far-reaching, affecting not just the targeted countries, but the global supply chain as a whole. This isn't just another political poker game. These threats have the potential to send shockwaves through the global economy, causing ripples that could be felt in every corner of the world. Stock markets are already reacting with volatility as investors scramble to make sense of the unfolding situation. The uncertainty is palpable, and the stakes are incredibly high, leaving businesses reeling and consumers clutching their wallets. Companies that rely on international trade are facing tough decisions, from adjusting their supply chains to reevaluating their pricing strategies. For the average consumer, this could mean higher prices on everyday goods, from electronics to clothing. The ripple effect of these tariffs could lead to a slowdown in economic growth, affecting jobs and livelihoods. The world watches with bated breath, wondering if this is just another negotiating tactic or the opening salvo in a full-blown trade war. Analysts and experts are divided, with some viewing it as a strategic move to gain leverage in trade negotiations, while others fear it could escalate into a prolonged economic conflict. The uncertainty is causing anxiety among business leaders and policymakers alike. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the outcome is far from certain. The global economy is interconnected, and any disruption in trade can have cascading effects. Businesses are preparing for the worst, while hoping for the best. The coming weeks and months will be crucial in determining the direction of this trade dispute. One thing's for sure, the global economy is in for a bumpy ride. As the situation unfolds, all eyes will be on the key players involved, from government officials to business leaders. The decisions made in the coming days will shape the future of international trade and could redefine economic relationships for years to come. Buckle up, because this storm is just getting started. To understand the current situation, we need to rewind the clock and delve into the intricate history of trade tensions that have shaped the global economic landscape. Trade tensions are not a new phenomenon. They have been a recurring theme in international relations for centuries. However, the recent escalation can be traced back to the policies and actions of the Trump administration. The Trump administration's approach to trade was marked by a significant departure from previous policies. With a focus on renegotiating trade deals and imposing tariffs, the administration aimed to address what it perceived as unfair trade practices and imbalances. America First has been the rallying cry, a policy aimed at protecting American jobs and businesses, even if it means ruffling a few feathers along the way. This slogan encapsulated the administration's commitment to prioritizing domestic industries and reducing the trade deficit. Tariffs, those pesky taxes on imported goods, have been a favorite tool in Trump's arsenal, used liberally throughout his presidency. From steel and aluminum to washing machines and solar panels, a wide range of products have been slapped with tariffs, often drawing retaliation from trading partners. The rationale behind these tariffs was to protect American industries from foreign competition and to encourage domestic production. However, the imposition of tariffs did not come without consequences. Trading partners, particularly those affected by the tariffs, responded with their own set of retaliatory measures. This tit-for-tat escalation led to a series of trade wars, impacting global supply chains and causing uncertainty in international markets. The tariffs on solar panels, for instance, aimed to boost the American solar industry, but also led to higher costs for solar installations, affecting the overall adoption of renewable energy. China in particular has been a frequent target, with billions of dollars worth of goods caught in the crossfire. The trade war between the United States and China has been one of the most significant and closely watched developments in recent years. The conflict has not only affected the two largest economies in the world, but has also had ripple effects across the global economy. The tariffs on Chinese goods were intended to address issues such as intellectual property theft, forced technology transfers, and the trade imbalance between the two countries. This history of trade tensions sets the stage for the current situation, where the threat of new tariffs looms large over Asia. The ongoing negotiations and the potential for further escalation continue to create uncertainty in the global markets. The impact of these trade tensions is not limited to the countries directly involved, it extends to other nations that are part of the global supply chain. As businesses and governments navigate this complex landscape, the need for strategic planning and adaptability has never been more critical. The future of international trade remains uncertain, with the potential for both conflict and cooperation shaping the path ahead. Why is Asia the epicenter of this latest trade tremor? To understand this, we need to delve deeper into the intricate web of global supply chains that crisscross the region. Asia's role in the global economy is not just significant, it's pivotal. The region's economic landscape is a complex tapestry woven with threads of manufacturing, technology, and trade. The answer lies in the intricate web of global supply chains that crisscross the region. These supply chains are the lifeblood of global commerce, connecting raw materials, components, and finished products across continents. Asia, with its vast network of ports, factories, and logistics hubs, serves as the central node in this global network. Asia, with its manufacturing prowess and low-cost labor, has become the world's factory floor. The region's ability to produce goods efficiently and at scale has made it indispensable to the global economy. From the bustling factory floors in China to the high-tech assembly lines in South Korea and Japan, Asia's manufacturing sector is a powerhouse of productivity. From smartphones and laptops to clothing and automobiles, a vast array of products are either made in Asia or rely on components sourced from Asian factories. This extensive production capability means that disruptions in Asia can have far-reaching consequences. When a factory in Asia halts production, it can create a domino effect, leading to shortages and delays in other parts of the world. This interconnectedness makes Asia particularly vulnerable to trade disruptions. Natural disasters, political tensions, and economic policies can all impact the flow of goods. For instance, a typhoon hitting a major port can delay shipments for weeks, while new tariffs can increase costs and reduce demand. The ripple effects of these disruptions can be felt globally, affecting supply chains and economies far beyond Asia's borders. Tariffs on Asian goods don't just impact Asian economies, they ripple outwards, affecting businesses and consumers around the world. When tariffs are imposed, the cost of goods increases, leading to higher prices for consumers. Businesses that rely on Asian components may face increased production costs, which can result in lower profits and even layoffs. The interconnected nature of the global economy means that no region is isolated from these effects. The stakes are high, and the potential for collateral damage is significant. As businesses and governments navigate these challenges, the importance of Asia in the global supply chain becomes even more apparent. Ensuring the stability and resilience of this region is crucial for the health of the global economy. The future of global trade depends on our ability to manage and mitigate these risks, fostering a more interconnected and resilient world. Unsurprisingly, the specter of new tariffs has sent shivers down the spines of investors and policymakers across Asia. Stock markets have reacted with predictable volatility, fluctuating wildly on every news report and presidential tweet. Currencies have also been caught in the crossfire, with some weakening against the US dollar as investors seek safe havens. Governments in the region are closely monitoring the situation, bracing for impact and exploring countermeasures. From retaliatory tariffs to efforts to diversify trade partners, Asian nations are scrambling to mitigate the potential damage. The uncertainty and anxiety are palpable, a stark reminder of the interconnected nature of the global economy.